Here we are today at the Liberty Bell Flea Market. As you can see, there's a lot of cars around. Seems like it's going to be a good day to make people feel real weird. But let's get to it.
Hello. This first clip I'm going to show you is an interaction with a man I'm going to call Albert for this project. Albert is a cool guy. I don't know much about him, but I know that he likes sports coats. He was wearing a tan sports coat with a green line on the back of it. What I tried to do for this first interaction is completely take away this guy's personal space. Even though we are in a store, he was coming towards me. So what I attempted to do was to block him. So I blocked him 3 different times. As we walked up the aisle. The first time I attempted to grab like a stroller or something, and I actually ripped off the table that was attached to it, right in this guy's way. I then proceeded to bend down in front of him and check out a speaker, act like I was very interested in buying that. And then lastly, I ended up I ended up saying, "Thank you, sir, for being in my way" or something. And the man, he didn't say anything to me. He completely fled the scene, and that was his way of handling it. I guess he didn't want to interact with me. He didn't make things difficult or anything, but the guy just fled the scene. And that's pretty much it for the first interaction. I mean, what I learned from it was that maybe he was just a really nice guy, not a very grumpy old man, or maybe he just doesn't like conflict. For this second interaction, I went into the back area where they have bicycles, shoes, couches, things of that nature, and there was a couple back there, probably around 32, 35, an established man and an established woman. And I go back there, and this guy's shifting through all these different shoes, and I try to invade this guy's space. But initially, before I even broke any nonverbal rules, I already thought this guy he was already being a creeper, or he thought I was being a creeper, which I was. But the guy kind of kept to himself right initially, but I'm pretty sure he caught on to us because he made direct eye contact at Caleb, and he even whispered something to his wife. I can't eavesdrop that well, but it was along the lines of, "Are you about ready to get out of here?" And maybe that was his way of avoiding saying, "Hey, this dude over here, he's creeping me out." But it was just a very interesting interaction between the both of us. I tried to crowd the guy, but this guy wasn't having. Kind of a husky gentleman sitting next to the coin section, just talking on his phone. personally, I hate when people do this, but I mean, the guy was breaking a nonverbal cue initially, so honestly, I thought it was right to kind of, break the same rule in front of him. So he was standing next to the coin station talking on his cell phone, extremely loud, loud enough, for me to find this guy. Uh, so I thought it would be funny if I actually got in front of him and talked loudly on my cell phone as well. So I did, and the guy, we sat there and had like a conversation uh, between the both of us, and I was acting like I was talking to my mom the whole time. Um, Initially, you'd think people they wouldn't like when you break nonverbal rules in front of them, but this guy seemed to embrace it. He thought that we could ride off each other's conversation, and the fact that he wasn't going to be home at 7 was fine because I wasn't going to be home at 7 either. Supposedly, um, I mean, what I learned is that the guy didn't think it was weird at all that we were both talking on our phones. The guy thought it was fine. And the fact that I was right across from him, standing in the same building as him, sharing a conversation with someone completely different than him, it was okay. And the guy didn't flee. He did flee, but maybe he had somewhere to go. Um, Overall, the interaction was quite hilarious. Um,